What's up, you guys? Amanda with Accentuate Your Soul Style. And as you can tell by the title, we are going to be talking about color today, specifically the color yellow and what that means and how it actually helps you eliminate fear. So before we dive in, as always, I'm going to take a step back, show you guys what I put on today, and I'll give you a little insight into why I put it on. So it's a little bit cloudy here in LA, so I felt like I needed to bring a little bit of my own sunshine, and this was one of the only pieces of yellow that I actually own, but I love it anyway. It's nice and cozy. So felt like throwing this on, and then again wanted to pair it back to like a comfy little skinny jean, but didn't want the look to feel too preppy, so threw on these high rise. They have like little paint splatters on them and a little bit of destruction, just so that it didn't feel too clean. And then I threw on a fun pair of blue suede sneakers because, again, today's highlight was taking the dog on his afternoon walk, you know, getting wild and crazy in this quarantine life. And then when it comes to accessories, I love pairing blue with yellow. I just think it's such a beautiful color combination. So I went with a little pop of an earring, which has some turquoise in it, some green turquoise and some regular turquoise. And then I left the necklace. I didn't add any additional necklaces because you've already got a slightly larger statement earring going on, and I like the V, highlighting just the V of the sweater. So I just stuck with my little two that I always wear, and then popped on my one little statement ring. And that's really easy. And you know, in regards to adding a little bit of extra style to the look, I did do the front tuck. So you can see if I just wore the top like this, it's fine, but that also feels like how you should wear it. And I always think it's fun to kind of play around and do things a little bit differently. So I liked the idea of the front tuck also because it is a higher rise jean. It's got a really cute little waistband to it, and I wanted to show that off. So that's why I went with that. And then I did a little bit of a different cuff on the bottom. So instead of doing like two small cuffs like I usually do, I instead did, I'll try to show you guys, I did one small cuff, like so, okay? And then instead of just doing another cuff directly on top, I took the outside edge and just cuffed up the outside edge, okay? So that it's messy, number one. You want it to be messy, but so it's almost going at a diagonal. I don't know if you guys can see that from there. I can't get too close or else my feet get cut off. But I just did like a little bit of a more messy cuff, and I really should just cut the bottoms of these off and let them fray. I just haven't done it yet. So every time I put them on, I think to myself, today's the day I'm gonna cut them, and then, you know, anywho, all good. Okay, so let's talk about yellow. Let's talk about color. You guys know I talk a lot about chakras, and I keep hearing the word, well, obviously I've been hearing the word fear a lot since all of this, you know, with COVID has come into play. But lately, for some reason, that word keeps coming up again. And when we are in fear, when we are feeling fear, a lot of times it's because our solar plexus chakra is out of alignment. So your solar plexus is your third chakra. It's essentially, you know, your chakras run along your spine, but your solar plexus is found right here in your core. So that is it's like your powerhouse, like your I am statements, like I am worthy, I am powerful, I am amazing. Like all the beliefs that you have about yourself stem from your solar plexus. So if you're being inundated with outside media, other, you know, family, friends who are really in this kind of freak out mode right now, right? They're throwing their fear at you, and that's going to go right into your solar plexus and start shifting your beliefs. So if you're living in a state of fear, if you feel like you keep coming in and out of fear every time you turn the news, right? Your solar plexus likely is blocked. So the energy is not flowing fully through you, and that might result in like your stomach might start hurting, right? Because your digestion, this is all of your internal organs. Well, not all of them, but it's like it houses the majority of your internal organs. So things just are off. Your digestion might be off for some of the physical. And then also you just might feel yourself in freak out mode. You know, that's what fear causes. So yellow is a great color to put on to help alleviate this fear, because yellow is the color of your solar plexus. So when you put on that color, there is energy obviously tied to every color. And so that energy of the yellow that you're putting on is going to go in and start healing your solar plexus and to open all of your chakras back up so that the energy can start flowing freely again. And when the energy is flowing freely, that's when you feel calm, you feel like your best self, like everything just feels in alignment, you just feel good. So that's really like the power of color. And you guys, it doesn't have to be a full-on sweater like I'm wearing. It doesn't have to be, you know, my little big bird sweater here. It can be like just a little fleck of yellow. It could be a yellow accessory, or just even a little bit of yellow in your top or sweater or whatever you are wearing. Yellow underwear. It doesn't matter. It's just knowing why you're putting on. So again, this all comes down to the intention of why you put things on, and understanding that intention, having an awareness of the color yellow and the power of yellow, so that even if you put on a small fleck, you're still very aware of what it's doing and how it's helping to heal you. So that is why I felt really called to pop on yellow today. Was number one, to bring my own sun, because we haven't had any today. And then number two, just because I've been hearing the word fear so much lately that I just didn't even want it to come into my subconscious. I didn't even want it to get in me. It's like wearing the yellow to kind of push it away and be like, no, I'm good. I got this. I feel good. Back on positive train here. Always seeking the solution, always trying to see the good in every situation. So it's really powerful. Drop, you know, in the comments if you feel that, if you've ever noticed that when you put on yellow, or if you ever find yourself gravitating towards the color yellow. Drop it in the comments and let me know. It's very powerful once you start to have the awareness of what colors can do for you. And I send you so much love and health and blessings to you and your family and your loved ones, and go forth stylishly.